Why'd you quit moving?
Oh, I was still moving. Just the earth wasn't going anywhere. Morning, everybody. So today's Sunday morning. Going to do some mapping. Everybody's just kind of taking it easy today. BJ's got baseball games. We got a family function here later. I think Dad's played on the excavators. This isn't a real super interesting job, but something he's done. Figures to be a good day to get after it.
Turns out it's a little sloppy.
But this field's not going to get any drier anytime soon. I am leaving a little bit of buffer away from this ditch, mainly because I use it for an ATV road, but also to keep a little bit of erosion out of that ditch.
Definitely a little bit sloppy.
This little corn here. Will be nice that next year we won't have these wide spots along the lanes. I like to get fairly close to them because I don't like mowing grass. And hey, we're paying for that ground, might as well farm it. No erosion there, it's just a lane. A wide lane, so yeah. Land as close as you can to it. Now from the cab of a tractor, sometimes it gets a little hard to tell where you're at in relation to the road with the end of the planter, so this will be nice. So for people that ask about our gravel pit, there's our gravel pit. That is on our property. That's not gravel we sell, it's just gravel we use for ourselves. What happened was when they built that highway, they needed fill, so they used it, and then when they got done, I mean, we continue to use it for our lanes. Makes it pretty handy for when you have a farm lane. I don't want to talk about it. Still don't want to talk about it. All right, I suppose we can talk about it now. So that was my cousin's skid steer. He has one just like ours, a little bit older, the B model. Anyways, I was using it the other day. I picked up a pallet. It was an IBC tote. I was flipping it over, picked it up upside down, and when I picked it up upside down, it slid down the forks into the window and cracked it. Ouch. Never happens on your own stuff, always when you're using somebody else's. But anyways, we're back over here at the tiling field. Ground's fairly dry. I mean, this ground that we tiled is in really good shape. This ground that we still have to tile is a little sloppy still, but we have 2 good days, today and tomorrow. We're hoping to get this field done and see what we can get done on that field. And try to get to a point where we can probably quit for the spring. Because this is the 22nd of March and it's getting time to do field work. So we got our hard pipe for the outlet. Dad went and got that this morning, so just trying to get it in here so we can cover this up.
Oh! I don't know how far down China is, but we're gonna find it.
It's too high, ain't it?
Well, I gotta look that way, don't it?
Ain't got any water running out.
Right, there we go.
That hole was just a little bit deeper, you could fill your boot up.
Yeah, we've already tried that once.
Yeah, you gotta tell me when you're gonna do stupid stuff like that.
Stand it up on end, didn't we?
Just threw that block in the mud.
Stand it up on end.
Just wanted to make it look like he's done something.
What's it?
Alright, so we're getting our holes dug. I don't know if we'll lay any pipe today. We might just dig all these start holes, let it dry out a little bit more. The ground's not in bad shape. This field that we're in is one of the wetter ones. So, wise man once told me, you get the wet fields, get them while you can. So, that's what we're gonna try to do. So we might have to pull on the laterals here, I don't know. Maybe if we dig today, we won't tomorrow, I don't know. It's definitely easier if we do a lot of digging first because it's just hard for the guy on the ground to keep up if they're pulling pipe while he's digging start holes and closing holes. Okay, so a couple days ago I robbed some components off this tractor to do some mapping with the rock saw. Need to get those back on there. Good news is it's nothing super difficult. Well, we ain't changing that boot first thing. We didn't clean it off. Bet that mud is baked on there. So getting our start holes, a lot more to do. This is the not fun part. Well, the good news about working so close to home is after lunch when you eat a bowl of chili, you got a bathroom close by. All right, so we've got all of our laterals dug for this field. BJ's surveying now. It's only 2:45, so I reckon we're gonna run some of these laterals. Got one more tap tee to put in, and then we'll be ready to put in pipe. See those trees over there? That's the property line. And if you notice, there's a lot of stuff on our property that isn't ours. Kind of makes it interesting. The real question is, what do we do about it? I mean, there's a pickup, a boat truck, a bunch of trash, a tarp, half a building, a barbecue grill. I mean, it's over on us like 6 feet. I don't like that. Kind of been expecting Dad just to pick that truck up and move it, but so far he's restrained himself. BJ's just making his first pre-rip. It's pretty tacky right here. I'll be surprised if this works very well. Ground is probably one of the wettest part of the field, so tile's definitely going to benefit it. So everyone keeps asking why we're not using the John Deere. So the John Deere will float on mud like this often because it has 710 duals, and according to the tile guys, these skinny tires will dig down more instead of floating. And maybe keep going a little bit longer. I really don't think it's gonna matter. I'd say either way we're gonna be pulling. But also the John Deere is a drawbar only tractor, and this is a 3-point plow. So we could not pull it with the John Deere. And I really like the CVT on the tile plow versus the power shift. So we can run whatever speed we need to run. Whereas with the power shift, at an idle in first gear, that John Deere is gonna run like 1.2 miles an hour. Which is a little bit faster than I would like to run sometimes on this tile plow. So by pre-ripping, BJ is, I think our target depth for our pipe on this runs like 34 feet or 34 inches. So he's probably pre-ripping at like 28 inches. Basically, we want to keep that bottom few inches that the tile is going to sit in. We don't want to disturb that yet until we actually put the pipe in the ground. That we're never going to get 30,000 feet if you run 1 mile an hour.
Well, what am I supposed to run at then?
He said 2 mile an hour, 2 to 2.5 tops. You got your head should float. Hey, you're backing up. So we had a little bit of a boo-boo here. BJ, up there in the cab, you basically have 2 modes, survey mode and start mode. But basically, when you back up to the hole, if the plow is not at the depth it needs to be, it won't let you click start. BJ had hit start but didn't realize it was grayed out, so when he took off, we weren't on grade. Luckily, he caught it pretty quick. Didn't go very far with it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to cut this pipe right here, cut the pipe up there at the boot, have him back up, put a splice in there, and run it back down here. Take 2. Always hold the tile down when he takes off just so it doesn't pull on it a little bit. Don't have to hold it much. Once that dirt starts falling on it, that tile is not going anywhere. But if you don't do that, it could pull it out of the boot or out of the main. Don't want that to happen. So like I say, not a huge deal. I know BJ is a little worked up about it. He gets a little flustered, but I'm glad he caught it, 6 feet into this lateral instead of at the end of this lateral. Because we just would have wasted that pipe. As it was, we had to cut out 20 feet of pipe. It's about 10 inches above the lateral, so we just left it there. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's what we're doing. And yeah, we're up and going again. Not a big deal. Now, you start burying this hole. Hey, I think he spun her out.
It would appear that you are stuck.
It's a keen observation.
Why'd you quit moving?
Oh, I was still moving. Just the earth wasn't going anywhere.
Oh.
It is pretty soft here. Might have to use the Yankum on the rock sword because it sunk down as soon as I quit moving. Hopefully this tractor train keeps on and moving. Looks like he's pulling okay now. Now what's happening here is it's not that this is so hard to pull from a horsepower standpoint. The tractors are just idling. Our problem is traction and weight. Bye, have a good time. So after that goes through the boot, we got to pull it out 10 more feet. And then BJ will start pitching the plow up and lifting the plow out of the ground. Looks like he made it. Do the tractor shuffle and skedaddle. So this is where the fourth person would be handy. I've still got to cover up the tile, pack it down, get it ready to be covered up with the excavator. But we really need a third person over there helping them. Really the tug tractor kind of screws the pooch on that one. If we didn't have the tug tractor and I didn't have to go help them, I'd have this one covered up and we'd be ready for that one, but we're not. So we put this lateral in, then we kind of got behind when that tractor needed the pull tractor. So we just went up to that one and started installing it. Dad came back over here, starting to cave dirt in on it. Already getting water flowing through it. So I guess we're on grade. And all that's working good, so good deal. This should make a world of difference in this field. So yeah, we're spending money to do this project, but we're gonna be making a lot more money off of this investment over the years. This has been subpar dirt just because of water issues, especially the last 3 years, and this should help quite a bit. Ran out of pipe. Help Dad get this one loaded up, and then we will pull in another one. It's pretty slow going, especially having to pull every run. I was really hoping we would avoid that, but this is as dry as it's going to get for a while. So we just discovered that's our last roll of 4-inch. We did not know that. We all thought we had one more, which would have been enough to do what we want to do. Turns out it was a 6-inch. So we're going to run out of tile tomorrow.
If we don't, we didn't get much done.
Well, she's still digging. As long as those tires don't fill up, it'll keep moving, but we're done. Yep, there we go. Front's just filled, now the backs will fill. Side note, we got her to the frame pretty quick. Tractors have a lot of ground clearance, but when you're spinning that much mud up at a time, it doesn't take long to get to the frame. Well, crap. Thought we were going to make it this one without pulling. Didn't even make it 20 feet. Uh-oh. Man, we didn't think we needed to tug on this one, and we are rutting it up good. Alright, we made it. That was the hardest pull yet though. I think part of it is because there's a dip in this field, so we're having to pull uphill for part of it, and it's just we're going really deep when we're going up that hill. But we made it. But that's the last pull for the night. It's about 6:30. By the time we get everything covered up, move all the equipment off the road a little bit, we'll be getting close to dark. So yeah, that's the last run for the night. So all we have to do tomorrow is half a roll of 4-inch tile. Normally, I hate it when pickup trucks drive through the field, but I guess when we're tiling, it happens. All right, that's it for this one, folks. Like I said, we've got about 2,000 feet of pipe maybe that we can put in tomorrow, and then we're out of 4-inch pipe, and I don't think we're gonna be able to get any more before the next rain, which is the day after tomorrow. So it's probably gonna be it for the tiling. But we've got one more tiling video this spring. One more day. But I'm pretty excited to get into doing some field work as well. Also, we have a new strip till bar coming in a few days, so pretty sure I actually get to show it to you this year, so that's gonna be fun.